Hey, I'm back for another video, you dig? Yeah, yeah. Alright, so today, I wanted to talk about some shit. I want to talk about this movie that I watched. You probably seen it. It's like the #1 rated movie on Netflix. Wonder why? It's not like they did that for a reason. But hey, it's called Leave It Behind or something, or Leave the World Behind or some shit with Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke and them. Yeah, good actors or whatever. But the movie was talking about some real shit. The movie had predictive programming in it. It had a lot of shit in it. It had a lot of eye-opening shit. It had symbolism in it, hella shit that you wouldn't even really think about. It's movies, they put the real in the movies and the fake in real life. So, and that's facts, bro. They always be putting fake shit out in the world. But then when you watch movies, you be hearing them speak facts. You be hearing them like show what the world would really be like if shit happened. They be showing us what they gonna do in the movies before they put it in the real world. And that's true. Just like they be doing that with cartoons, TV shows, little kid shows, all of that. Everything, bro. Predictive programming, for real. If you don't know what it is, do your research, but I'm gonna talk about it. Alright. So the movie's about this family that goes on a trip. They book an Airbnb at this person's house. Last minute, out of nowhere, like the shorty wakes up and just starts packing out of nowhere, like everyone else is asleep. She's like, we going on a trip, blah blah blah. Strange, right? She starts off by saying, I hate everybody, I hate people, blah 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 blah, which is funny. But then they get to the Airbnb or whatever. But when they go to the beach, they see a fucking ship land on the shore or whatever. If you've seen the movie, I'm just finna get to it. So spoilers ahead, blah blah blah. If you ain't seen it, then whatever, get off the video. But hey, it's about the collapse of society, bro. It's about, it's really up for your interpretation. It could be the collapse of society of the people running the world if they lost the power and if shit happened, or if there was a world war, or if there was a war on America from other countries, or if there was a cyber attack, like a cyber hack attack, where they hack into the power plants and hack into the network grid because it's all connected through network. Just like they were shown in the movie with the Teslas. They was, man, and that's just for real, bro. I've been talking about that shit for a minute. People have been talking about that shit for a minute. About electric cars and how it's all connected to an electric grid, bro. For real. So if they get in control of that electric grid, bro, they can control your car. They can hack your car. Your electric car. And that's what they were showing in the movie. They showed in the movie all these Teslas through the GPS system, through the self-driving system. They hacked it and used all these Teslas to just crash into each other, block off all the bridges, block off all the ways out of the city, the ways into the city. So you trapped, you fucked. And that's deep as hell. That's deep just in that itself. Like, that's crazy. They can control your car. They can hack your electric car. And what's funny is Elon Musk got upset about that too, bro. He ain't like how they portrayed his cars, because they portrayed the truth. That's for real. But he should know better, bro. He should know better. Like, come on now. People mocking him all up on Twitter and shit. Like, that shit is funny. That's just funny. But that's why I'm never finna get no electric car. Like, Teslas, they cool. But as like a main car to drive on a daily basis, oh hell no. Hell no. That shit is crazy. But hey, they was putting some real shit in that movie. Like when the dude, George or whatever, was talking with Julia Roberts or whatever, and he was talking about the cabal. That was some shit. Talking about how he has high-end clients that you would know their names, blah, 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 in business. And you would know them if he said their name. Elite people in the elite. That word is ass, but people in the top echelons of life. For real. He made a joke, which they always do. They love joking and mocking about the truth. He made a joke about, oh yeah, I'm finna go meet with the evil cabal for our annual weekly solstice for our world order. Like, what? That shit is crazy. They said that shit. And the winter solstice, bro, that shit's taken from the pagans. That's what Christmas is, bro. That's what Christmas is. All that shit is just a pagan holiday. It was taken from them. But that's another point aside, bro. That was crazy when I heard that. I'm like, these motherfuckers really just said it. Evil cabal running the world, meeting up for their annual winter solstice. And they said it was like a joke. And he was like, oh, they were saying it like it was a joke on the phone. Ah, ha, ha. They was laughing. But then when shit actually went down, he said that same joke to him. Bro didn't even laugh. Bro didn't even laugh. And bro laughs at every joke. Bad or good, they said. Bad or good. And bro just said, take care of yourself. Like he knew. Like he knew. He knew what was going to happen. For real. He knew it was going to happen. And that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy how they put that in there. And then the character in the show was like talking about how he didn't think how he said that, but how he think that it's just even scarier and that no one controls the world, which is crazy. But then during the end of the movie, when he's like talking in the car, I think he kind of comes to the realization that maybe he was wrong. Maybe he was wrong. But I mean, it all could be for interpretation. You could look at it as like it was a cyber attack and like they were all hacked. The internet grid was hacked, all of that by whoever, whatever. You could look at it like a civil war between countries that don't like United States, because United States done people dirty. For real. Or you can look at it like the fall of the people in control and what would happen if the people in control lost that power and everything fell apart, because that's what the world would look like. For real, if any of those things happen, that's definitely what it would start to look like, bro. People be scrambling for power. People be going, them rich motherfuckers would be going to their bunkers, because they got them. Them rich motherfuckers got their bunkers. They got them. They got their food stocked. They prepared, because they got all that shit. They got all that knowledge, bro. They got all that knowledge. For real. They got all the knowledge of what's gonna happen. That shit could happen right this second. If they chose to, that shit could happen right this second. Any one of those situations. Other countries want to fuck with us, they can do it. A cyber attack wanted to happen, they could do it. They wanted the world to end and wanted to just give up their power and the world to get corrupt, so we would all be fighting each other, all be struggling. They could do it right this second. They could start implementing it this moment. Isn't that crazy? That means you could wake up tomorrow and all this shit you've been doing, all this bullshit, all these drugs you care about, all this money you care about, all this fame and this TikTok clout, motherfuckers would still be dancing for their TikTok clout. That's crazy. And it's so true, because like the characters in the show represent like how people are. Like the little girl, she represents like all the kids today, bro. Just so obsessed with their phone, so obsessed with technology, so obsessed with this fake escape of reality. Which, I mean, everyone needs their escape from reality at times, but you gotta sit in reality 99% of the time. For real. You gotta sit with yourself, sit in reality. But hey, she was eating junk food, she was eating all this bullshit, all this. And that's really what they would be. These kids today would be fucked. With all these screen time, I swear, I can't go out to eat at a restaurant. And I can't, bro, I swear, I see 10 kids with their big ass iPads out at dinner with their family, face in the screen, looking like they facing a book, but they not in a book. They in a fucking playing their games. I'm like, yo, this kid's like 5. Why the fuck you got him playing on a screen? No, that shit is stupid. Why you got a 5-year-old on a fucking screen? Like, you know that kid be doing that shit all day too, just by how they sit and just by how they fucking just so in depth into it, bro. You can tell. Like, everywhere I go, it's a kid just fucking glued to their phone. And if this shit were to happen, they would be fucked. And the girl was talking about, oh, I'm so anxious to know what happens next in the show. I'm so anxious, I don't know, da da da. That's how they finna be. And that's how you would be. And that show is like an analogy for anything. Like, that could be drugs, that could be your PlayStation, that could be your TV, that could be your favorite show, like it was portraying. It could be whatever. And if that shit got cut off, bro, you would be fucked. You would be done for. Because you would be itching for your next fix. You couldn't get it. You couldn't drive. You couldn't connect with the plug. You couldn't do none of that. No. You couldn't go on your phone. You couldn't watch your favorite show. You can't play your little video games on Call of Duty. No, you can't do your little stream. No. That's crazy, bro. No, that's fucking insane. But that's really how these kids be. But at the same time, she was the one who did see the signs, bro, and took action first. Like she gave that little pep talk of that dude who was praying to get saved and had all these chances to be saved and take action, but he just sat back and did nothing and ended up dying, and then wondered why God didn't save him. And she was like, I'm done waiting, I'm finna take action. And that's why she went into the bunker, and she was the first one there. Which is real, and no one really listened to her. No one did. No one listened to her. But I mean, that's how it is being a kid. No one really listens to you. Kids see the real truth, bro. Kids see more than adults see, because they pure. They ain't as corrupted. But as you can see, her eating all that junk food, her getting all that string, that's how they get corrupted, bro. That's how they get corrupted and taken away from their true inner authentic self. But hey, little girl aside, for real though. And the thing with the brother, bro, bro didn't care about nobody, really. Bro didn't care about nobody but himself. Bro was just focused on himself. The only time you ever heard him actually care about someone was when his teeth fucking started falling out. He was pulling his fucking teeth out. Bro was like literally about to die. Like, bro was like about to die. And they're like, oh, we need a doctor. Like, that's how reliant people are. Is that when problems go on in their life, their first solution is to go to another person who they think knows more than them. But really, all the information a doctor got, you can just get that from tapping in with yourself or just doing a little research. For real. You don't need no bullshit ass doctor to tell you shit, because most of the shit doctors say don't even be right. Sometimes doctors can't even fucking tell you what's wrong with you. For real. But that kid, he didn't think about nobody but himself. For real. The whole movie. Till his teeth started falling out. Maybe that humbled him a little bit. For real. And then the first time he ever said anything was, asked his dad, he was like, you think my girlfriend okay, or you think this girl's okay? And it was funny, the George dude turned back and was like, who? Like, who the fuck you talking about? Bro, you ain't talking about nobody but yourself. But for real. And for real. And it was also showing about, like, what happens if people would not help each other out, and people would be selfish and be only caring about themselves in that type of situation. Then that's when that happened, that's when they started pointing the guns at each other. That's when the conflict happened. That's when they started fighting each other over than helping each other. For real. That's what they want. They want you fighting each other. The coup d'etat. For real. Which is crazy. That's why you always gotta be open-hearted. You always gotta be open-hearted, but also not knowing to let people take advantage of you though. But at the same time, you also gotta know to help people. Do the right thing. Do what's right for you. And then they came to an agreement. They ended up helping each other. Thank God. The kid got his little medicine. Bro got his fucking $1,000, which is ironic. Drugs for money. Drugs for money. Drugs for money. Even in the end times, drugs for money, yo. That's funny as fuck. But for real though. And how they was talking about how it was all misinformation, get people all confused, get people all in the fear state. Because when you in the fear state, you can't think clearly. Your immune system gets weakened. You can't think clearly. You're not in the right mind. No. But when you really tapped in, when you really calm, when you really in the moment and really knowing, you can see between the shit. You can see what they trying to do. And that's for anything, not even just this movie. That's for anything. For real. Now let's talk about the fucking animals, bro. The animals. Because that shit was some real shit. Y'all notice how the girl had like a 96 tattoo on her shoulder? Which is like duality and like yin yang. Flip it either way, it's gonna be the same. Or, you know, you get what I'm saying. Either way you flip it. And then the channel that animal shit came, it was like, the frequencies are messing up with the animal migration, blah, blah, blah. The frequency channel it was on was 1961, or it was like 1691. Either way, it was the 69 number, the same number she had tatted on her. That's something I noticed. I'm like, that was a little weird. Definitely done on purpose for sure. But how the animals, bro, because animals are in nature all the time, bro. They tapped in. They know. Just like a dog knows when a storm's coming, animals know when shit's going on because they live out there on a daily basis. They in tune with it. Like we should be, like we would have been if we actually lived in nature. But we so out of touch with it because we so artificial. We so fake with this world, with these buildings, with this pollution, with all this bullshit technology, man-made artificial bullshit. The complete opposite of nature is artificial bullshit, is technology. But the animals knew. The animals was tapped in. And that's what I think the symbolism of the animals was for, bro. Is they knew what was going on before it even happened. That's why they was migrating. That's why they was all in herds together. And they said it was like, oh, a good omen. But really, I mean, it's how you look at it, honestly. It could have been looked at as a good omen, like it's the end of the world and it's a rebirth of new things and a rebirth of their character and them growing as a character, or it could have been looked at as a bad omen, as like the end of the world, shit's coming to an end, all this shit's gonna happen, all the shit you knew and did, it ain't gonna fucking matter anymore. Like, you could look at it either way, but it's crazy how the animals was tapped in like that, bro. Because animals know. For real. Most people think animals is just stupid, bro. If you think that, that's what you is, bro. That's what you is, for real. For real. If you think animals stupid, if you think animals below you, man, do I got something for you. But I ain't getting into that now. But that shit was real, bro. That shit was real crazy. And the predictive programming in that shit, bro. Like, that shit could happen today. That shit could happen tomorrow. And you know they love to put shit in your face before they do it. In the movies, in the TV, in the shows, in flyers, and all that shit, and everything, bro. They love to put it in your face before they do it. It's damn near like a karmic ritual, bro. So they tell you what's going on, so they don't get their karma. They don't get that bad karma of, oh, we just fuck these people over. We doing all this bullshit to them. And if you really look at it, you can see that all throughout time, bro. You can see them putting shit in our faces and then us doing it. Even with 9/11, bro. You know how much shit they had in 9/11? Predictive programming. There was shit in like the 70s and 80s of things hitting the towers blowing up, in Garfield and fucking Spider-Man comics, and in The Simpsons, and in a whole bunch of bullshit, and this and that, all these different shows. How do they know that shit 20 years, 10 years before? And then when it finally happens, oh my God. And people really think other people are behind that. But no, bro, no. Man, you gotta open your eyes, G. For real. Towers just don't fall straight down like that. You see the way they crumbled? How they just fucking crumbled straight to the ground, straight down? You ever play Jenga? And it's funny, they play Jenga in that movie too. You play Jenga, you see the towers fall to an angle. They fall this way, backwards, frontwards. They don't just fall straight down. That's like, they fall straight down. That's some like inside explosive type shit, you know? But hey, we getting too real for these motherfuckers. We keep it too real. Keep it too real. And then in all that rubble, what do they find? What do they find? A fucking passport. A passport. Huh. A passport. And all of this wreckage and all this damage and all this destruction, you're still able to find a passport of the supposed terrorists. That is fucking bullshit. Man, you gotta decalcify your pineal gland. You gotta really think about shit, bro. You gotta really sit down and really think about this shit. Do your research. Watch videos of actual events. Watch videos of people talking about it in their perspective. Watch this, do this, read this. Get all these different perspectives, but really only truly listen to yourself. Listen to what you think, what you feel is right, bro. Because you know better than anyone. You know better than anyone. Your body know better than anyone. You know you better than anyone. So only listen to yourself, bro. At the end of the day, only really trust and listen to yourself. Because all you really got is you in this world, truly. Truly. For real. But hey, I think this was a good little video. If you haven't seen that movie, I definitely recommend you to check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah. Peace, love. Hope y'all have a great day. Love y'all.